Alright, YouTube, what is up? It's VHS, and I really was gonna make this video, but I decided, you know what, I'm gonna have to adjust it sooner or later. But I'm sure you all heard of the whole Epic Games situation going on. I'll show on the screen right now their post that they made, Tim Sweeney made, and I just wanted to, my opinions on it. First of all, everyone just thinks Epic Games is Fortnite. I'm in every single server that talks about it. I'm looking at all of my servers, and they all just think it's Fortnite. Yes, a lot of them did work on Fortnite. Why? Because it's probably the most popular one for Epic Games. But Epic Games has a whole launcher. They don't just own Fortnite. I'm sure a chunk of it is Fortnite. Yes, I'm not saying that, but I'm not trying to say is like it's just Fortnite. No, it is a lot more than just Fortnite. Alright, guys? Yes, Fortnite is getting affected because they are also closing all the game modes pretty much, except for BR, the basic standard Guitar Hero game mode, and creative, and then Save the World. And everyone's saying it's because Save the World's becoming free. Yeah, well, I don't know if you're, here for the last few years. They actually moved the ability for you to even pay for Save the World, like Founders Edition, for years. You have to buy a bundle that gives you Save the World for the last how many years? I don't actually remember. And people are now acting like, oh yeah, it's because Save the World's become... No. It's already been a long time since they made it so you had to, can buy Founders Edition. With that being said, we're probably not getting a lot of that roadmap on UEFN for quite some time, especially custom weapons. And I know they already drip feed us stuff on creative, but like people will say, well, what are they gonna add if they already add everything? It doesn't matter. We should have all the galleries. If it's gonna be able to be made just like Battle Royale, we should have all the galleries already. They have so many galleries that we don't have in Save the World. I'm sure there's a bunch of devices that we could also get. What I could think of is a scoreboard device. I have so many other devices I could think of that I'll be here all night. Alright. They're just drip feeding us. Why? Because they don't want to take out a Battle Royale. And plus, we got the whole brain rot bullcrap going on. That is also another reason, is no one's playing Battle Royale. All the brain rot little kids you think saying Skibidi Toilet is cool is, playing Still the Brain Rot, which is some off-brand bullcrap because it's UEFN. Because it was originally on Roblox, so I don't know why people even I don't know. I don't get how someone gets at that. I mean, sure, saying the names are funny. I say that with my friends all the time. We just say like Talipi, Talapi, Talapi, Talipi. No, being funny. But I don't know how someone gets sit there being like, oh my god, that character is so cool. There's even YouTube videos, like Moist Critical made a video on it. You should go check out. I'm sure Asmongold probably said something on it. I don't know. But Brain Rot's here, and Brain Rot's probably gonna stay here because that's unfortunately our generation right now. But I just really wanted to say that in like I don't know if this is gonna be controversial or not, and I mean no disrespect. I'm sorry for all over 1,000 of you that got laid off. You know, I'm sorry, but another thing I notice is people are like, oh, they're signaling out one person and then like ignoring all the rest that got laid off. It's only that one person who is like matters. That doesn't seem right to me. All of them mattered. I don't care if they didn't work on Fortnite. I don't care if they're well known. They still made something. Just because one person all made a, really not fully made, made, a well-known character like Jonesy. You shouldn't just be like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, what about all the other people, right? So if you're going to signal them out, if you're going to signal one person, I'll signal them all out. Like, that's just a niche for me. Again, that really doesn't matter. I'm not trying to be rude. Like I said, I'm sorry for all those involved. Enemy UAV detected. But like, if you're gonna do that, try to get everyone, not just one person. All right. Another thing, since we're on the topic of stuff dying, I can already see creative dying because no one's original anymore. Absolutely no one's original. You can go and type in, there'll be probably the same layout of a map for whatever it may be. There's probably a simple layout that everyone uses, just under different names. Like, you got Lollipop Zone Wars. Next one might be Dinosaur Zone Wars, just with a different prop in the same location as the lollipop from the other map. Like, why? Because people make these like little things you can get. I don't know what they're called. You can download them and paste them into UEFN and it'll automatically make the map for you. Like, and then people wonder why people gatekeeping stuff behind paywalls. Like, I'm already not a fan of that. Like, keep in mind that I'm not a fan of that. Like, for me, this is how I think about it. You guys may have a different opinion on it. This is just mine. Since you're able to do it and it's free in UEFN, you should not have it behind a paywall. Like, I don't care if you're the ultimate master UEFN coding genius out there, right? I shouldn't have to know. I shouldn't have to pay $50 for a single burst code to use in a map that might flop or might not flop. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what about it is, but like, I cannot stand people. Like, as soon as I would see something really, really cool, and they'll be like, I made this, whatever, this burst code, and when you look into it, it's something so easy a baby could do. But you may ask, well, then why don't you do it yourself? Because most of these people already know how to do burst code, and there's a bunch of us that doesn't know how to do burst code. And well, then you might ask, well, why don't you learn? Because learning exactly what you want to do isn't just that easy. Because then if someone just shows you how to do it, then you can just do it that way. Most people that make those like really, really complicated burst codes and then lock it behind a thing, that they don't tell you how to do it. They're just forcing you to make it, like forcing you to pay for it. I completely understand people who literally do it step by step with you. They will type in the first, or you can just pay for it. That's completely different. They're showing you how to do it. But if you don't want to, you can just buy it. But since a lot of them are showing you how to physically do it, so if you're just too lazy to not know how to do it, then yeah, I get that. You can, buy it for $5. But usually people who do that make like a tutorial, but it usually isn't expensive. It's the ones who make like 30-second videos or saying like, look at this verse code I created, and it's like the most awesomest thing, but it's locked behind like a $50 paywall, versus this guy who has like a 30-minute tutorial and walks you through the entire verse code, has it up on his Patreon for like $5. That is completely worth it. Completely worth it. I'd rather pay that $5 and get taught how to do it versus paying $50 and not knowing if my map's gonna fill out your space at $50. But yeah, you know, you gotta spend money to make money, and that's why. That leads me to the next part of this. There is no love of making UEFN maps anymore. I mean, obviously that is not true, but what I'm meaning is there's so very few of us. It feels like if we were on like a battle royale island, right, compared to people who actually want to do this, we would have like one character in each POI and then one on the outsides of the map. So it's so far apart. That was a really weird explanation. I apologize, but you're seeing what I'm trying to say though. There's so very few who actually are doing it for. Oh, what's the term? Oh shoot, I forgot the term. Passion projects. There's so few people doing passion projects. It's just cash grab, and then you wonder why Fortnite has to quote unquote pay bills, which, in my opinion, I think is so bullcrap. Again, it's not just Fortnite; it is the entire Epic Games gotta pay bills. Are you serious? And they only change Fortnite's prices again because Fortnite's probably one of the biggest IPs that they have. But no, there's people buying games off the Epic Games Store. There's people buying assets. There's people selling their games and assets with Unreal Engine. There's so many games that they're making press of. All the online offers that you can donate to, live streams, you know, Twitch, whatever. So, they're making so much money. You cannot tell me that. Yeah, whatever. I don't even know what to say. Again, I'm not in marketing, but that just seems really weird to me that they had to change only one of their IP prices and claim it to be as gotta paying bills. Like, what? And then people thinking that they're gonna like boycott Fortnite. No, they're just gonna lay off more people. They're just gonna retire like Creative 1.0 and only keep UEFN because they can't pay bills. Like, do you really think they're gonna fall for people's? Oh, I'm boycotting Fortnite until they change their prices back. Again, I'm not trying to make fun of anyone, but I just think that's funny that they really think that they're gonna have literally AC comments saying, "I'm gonna make them crawl on their hands and knees before I pay V-Bucks again." Like, who does Buddy think he is? Who does Buddy think he is? They're gonna be like, "Boss, there's this guy, there's a nobody in Nobodiesville. He says he's not gonna buy V-Bucks anymore." And the guy goes, "You know what we're gonna do?" Beep, hangs up. That's what we're gonna do. Because you're a nobody. I'm a nobody. Fortnite doesn't know me. Fortnite doesn't know that. Just because you and everyone saying, "What's a collective effort?" The only collective effort that they're going to be doing is firing more people. Do you really think they're going to be crawling on their hands and knees for you to buy V-Bucks again? No. They're just going to cancel more stuff. Or make paywalls behind stuff. Like an online service almost to play Fortnite. That's what's going to happen. Is you're going to have an online service, or Fortnite becomes unfree anymore. Like, you really think that boycotting something is going to be a really good idea? Let's be real. It's either going to kill the game off even more, or it's going to be absolutely no idea. And then again, you know, I'm really torn on the whole firing thing and whatnot, because at the end of the day, it's like there's only two paths that this can take. Is that they end the game, close it, and make a paid version, or nothing happens in a week. We're all gonna just forget that this even happened. And I believe that it's gonna be the weak one, cause like, again, it's a whole company. They're $1 billion company, right?
Field upgrade neutralized.
Contesting hardpoint.
they're not just gonna up and just be like, oh yeah, we're closing Fortnite within like a 2 days. Alright. That's not gonna happen. I know that's not gonna happen. But this has already been a 15-minute video. I don't want to take too much of your time. That's just pure me yapping.
Enemy UAV detected.
And I'm tired because I did get off of work and it's currently 10 p.m. So yeah, that's right. I sound like this. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, subscribe, and leave a comment on what you think about this whole situation. And yeah, I'll see you in the live stream or see you in the video sometime. Peace.